My goal is to make fashion and textiles more sustainable and to take over market share from unsustainable products. And so I've decided to use my company, Design Futurist, to work with multinational brands to create sustainable and innovative products, but also innovative business models. In an item of clothing, there are approximately 8,000 chemicals used, many of which are neurotoxins, endocrine blockers, and known carcinogens. So we're introducing to our bodies those chemicals, but also to the environment those chemicals. That coupled with the fact that consumption is increasing. So the average American throws away about 68 pounds of clothing and textiles a year, while consuming more and more and more quickly. And you understand, of course, that we live in a world that's completely limited in terms of natural resources. So it's wholly unsustainable from an economic standpoint, but also from an environmental and health standpoint. One of them is to encourage the use of organic natural fibers where natural fibers are being used. We know there's so many alternatives out there. However, certain technologies have to be developed to harvest the fibers more efficiently in order for organic fibers to become price competitive. The other is to launch and initiate disruptive business models where consumption is no longer driven by inventory, but by need. So we're building smarter businesses and using crowdsourcing and the internet to create businesses that only supply products where need is demanded. So much. I don't think we have enough time, but it's an incredible group of powerful young people and from all over the world. And I've made many good friends here and been inspired by so much of the work. I found that every person I've talked to has a plan and a passion to make the world a better place. And with so much of the news being negative, particularly around young people and parts of the world that we may not frequent, it's an incredible opportunity to collaborate and find ways to further each other's goals. So one of the ideas our group came up with was to create a platform where consumers could choose to buy the products and vote before the products are even made, right? And so we can give them an option to say, hey, you can use conventional cotton, which has thousands of toxins, or you can purchase organic and support a living economy, support a living planet, right? Before the products are even made. So in my work, I often find that companies are hesitant to invest in a sustainable future because there's concern that the demand isn't there. And so we continue servicing the same products because it's quite easy. However, if you turn that business model upside down, which I'm working with some young global leaders to do, we can then design businesses where people vote for what they want, and then we can give them what they want. And that way, the risk is taken out of the picture, and we're optimizing our capabilities, right, to drive sustainable clothing and textiles and products. One thing, obviously, is I hope that where natural textiles are used and natural fibers, so examples flax, hemp, cotton, even wool, that they're grown and harvested sustainably, but exclusively organic. Another vision is that we're closing the loop on any synthetic fibers. So right now you have about 50% of the textiles in the world are synthetic. And most of them are not recyclable or recycled. So it would be incredible if businesses were able to leverage what's now considered waste as a resource and close the loop. So we're designing products that can come back to a recycling bin and be made again into something new, right? You've outgrown your top, but you can recycle it and the company can make a new one. So those are two main initiatives that I'd love to see happen in the next 20 years. And of course, slowing consumption, right? Building businesses that are based on selling value or services and not just driven by selling products, and more products are required to grow. I realize that an economy has to expand in order for the welfare of the people to expand expressly in the developing world. However, if the model that the Western world has created is copied for the other 2 billion people, we really have no capacity to to facilitate that. So it's either the extremes that we have today, where a small percentage of the people are wealthy and consuming, and the large percentage of the people have access to very little. So I really like to see, in short, more equity. And one way to achieve equity is to disrupt traditional business models. And the internet and certain technologies have provided new ways to do that.